is not just a human right, but it's really a matter of life and death to a lot of people. A lot of kids and babies especially die because the water that they are using is not clean enough. It is unfortunate that we continue to see it in today's world, and I don't think that's right.
I think we're looking at the children to get the idea to the very young people that water is very critical in Tuvalu and conservation is there for them if they want to survive.
Speaking of as a father now, I have 2 kids, and I'd like to preserve our forest for our next generation so that they can share what we have today, sometimes in the future.
The Buko Reef Trust initiative, called Sun, Sea and Science, was a popular school vacation program which included watershed hikes, wetland field trips, and introductory training in scuba diving.
Right now I have changed. Things I used to do, I don't do them anymore. And it's like I appreciate the environment even more.
By cleaning up these creeks, it has already made an impact.
It is an advantage to us farmers that we are able to use the land that were idle before because they're wet. Yeah.
One of the things for me personally is to see the change in culture, the way of life of the community persons. I remember in particular farmers training day, farmers came to me and say, you know, I used to plant it in this particular way, but I didn't understand it your way. No, your way is the best way. And for me, that was a huge thing because these are like older farmers and, you know, they stick to things when they have it.
Esta finca antiguamente no tenía nada de esto.
A long time ago, this farm did not have any of this. Now we have contour curves to protect the soil. We have organic materials. We have the worm humus. It now has an irrigation system. The farm has progressed in the past, and with these improvements, it will continue progressing even better still.
The pilot projects of dry litter and compost toilet have been a really big success. There is scientific data that shows that these projects have reduced the amount of contaminant going into the lands.
Instead of you flushing the toilet, press the button. You just like get at least a heap of leaves, and then you throw it inside. It has to be like 70% of dry and 30% of green leaves so that it can actually work together. But you still use the toilet paper too, not the leaves.
So you're conserving water, and at the same time it is already available, readily available compost to the home, you know, and it helps the food production at the household level.
We are collecting data in the sea and on land, using volunteers and scientists to help us see the linkages between our activities and their impacts, sometimes miles away.
It certainly makes a difference to Tonga. In order for Tonga to attend a lot of regional meetings, knowing we don't have the resource, and also they provide a lot of trainings on prosecution and enforcement of illegal fishing in the Tongan waters.
We'll know we got it right when we can say that the island nations are fishing sustainably, they're enforcing the laws they've committed to, they have put in place the monitoring compliance mechanisms and tools that they need to sustain the fishery going forward, enjoying the jobs, the incomes, the livelihood creation. That would be a true model of sustainability, not only environmental sustainability, but social and economic sustainability for the people.
The rapid uptake national policies and plans for IWRM experienced by the project is viewed by many within the Pacific IWRM family to be attributable to the on-the-ground results demonstrated to communities and governments. The results have created the impetus and examples of best practices required to reform national policies and guide investments. In this sense, the IWRM project has played a catalytic role with the region's development partners, planning their investments to scale up the best practices developed by IWRM.